Hi there and welcome back to FM8tutorials.com, continuing this month with a series of tutorials about making glitch hop sounds within FM8. In this tutorial we're going to be making a glitch hop chord. This is the sound we're going to be making today. So let's go ahead and create a new sound within FM8 and set up the operators. So for this sound we're going to be using operators B through to F and also operators X and Z. Everything's going to route through Z, the filter for this sound. X can push up to 67. F, it's around 33. E to 47. D to around 51. C to 100. B to 19. And next up we could set some of the waveforms for the sound. So F, we're going to have a sawtooth. E is going to be a sawtooth. D is going to be a sawtooth. C is going to be a PWM ramp mod. B is going to be a soft tristate. So the sound should be quite basic sounding so far, but what we can do is change some of these ratio values to give the sound a chord-like element. So for F we can go 2.4, E can stay at 1, D we can push up to 3, C we can go 1.5, and B we can go 0.5. So we've got a nicer tone with the sound there already. And D and E I'm going to change the offset slightly. So D I'm going to go minus 0.12 and E I'm going to go in the other direction, so 0.12. And we can set some more routing in this FM matrix as well to kind of enhance the sound a little bit further. So C I'm going to feed back into itself at 30. D I'm going to do the same at 27. E is going to feed into itself at 22. And F at 4. And I'm also going to feed C into D at 41. And operator B is going to feed into F at 27. It's also going to feed into X at 68. So next thing we can set is the master section of the sound. I'm going to give the sound 4 voices, turn the detune up to around 26 and pan some of the voices out, so turn this slider around halfway. I'm going to push the digital slider up to 100 to bit crush the sound a bit, and the analog slider around to about halfway. I'm also going to transpose the sound down by 1 octave. So next thing we could set with the sound is the envelope section to kind of shape the sound a little bit more. So envelope B, C, F and X I'm going to link together. I'm going to tempo sync these envelopes. Pull the attack down. So we've got a slow attack with the sound. Maybe pull the release out a little bit. And push this release back. So we've got something like this. Next, envelopes D and E are going to link together. And for these envelopes again I'm going to back off the attack. Slightly different, I'm not keeping it within the sustain loop here. so the sustain of the sound is going to just stay at an even level. Pull the release out a bit. Okay, so next thing we can do is move over to the noise section. We've already set the envelope here because it's been chained to the other envelopes. But we can push the cutoff here up to 100 and also push the amp up to 74. Keep the resonance at 50, and everything in the saturated section can stay the same. We should be able to hear this noise a bit more once we set the filter section. So in this filter section, turn the cutoff of filter 1 down to 0. The resonance can come down to 0 and it can stay in a low pass mode. For filter 2, the spread can come down to 0, the resonance can come down to 0, and again stays in low pass mode. And we just push the envelope amount up to 100, and we're going to set a similar envelope shape to what we set for operators B, C, F and X. Push this attack right back here. Pull the release out a little bit. Tempo sync it. And you know, something like that. Okay, so next we can move over to the effects section of the sound. Starting off with a shelving EQ, just to boost the low and high ends a little bit. I'm actually going to push the volume up as well to around 64. I'm going to add a peak EQ next, just enhance some of those mid to high frequencies, push the Q up a bit. It's bringing out the high end quite nicely there. Going to add a phaser next, push the rate up to around 59, and sync it, keep the notches at 2, pull the colour down to 1, the sweep min and max I'm going to pull down a bit, and then I'm just going to pull the dry wet down to around 38. I'm also going to add some reverb to the sound, give it a bit of time, brightness and treble, and then pull the dry wet slider down to around 1/4 of the way up. Okay, so one of the final things to do with the sound now is to add a little bit of vibrato by modulating the pitch with LFO 1, pushing up to about 15 and syncing this as well, key syncing it so it re-triggers with each new key that's pressed. Pull the key scaling and velocity scaling down to 0, which is just helping give the sound a little bit of an analog quality now. And then we have our sound, a glitch up chord within FM8. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I hope you found it useful. Any questions, then get in touch. And thanks for watching. Hope to see you again soon. Cheers. Bye.